What's happening, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more George Kranz. We're going back to his Sticky Druisin album. Once again, shout out to Han Solo for making this available and bringing this bizarre genius to my attention. And indeed, in that very regard, I have to say, we are going to listen to the fourth song on Sticky Druisin, and wouldn't you know, it's called The Fourth Song. So obviously, he's having a bit of fun here on multiple levels, not just in terms of the cheekiness of the composition, in terms of, the vocal parts and, using vocals for things where normally it would be an instrument, but also, having a bit of fun within the context of the album itself. So not sure what to make of the title other than it is, in fact, the fourth song on the album. So this is George Kranz. The track is The Fourth Song, and it is, in fact, the fourth song is from is it 95? I think it's 95, right? I do have, or I thought I had the Discogs page out, but as it turns out, I don't. It is, in fact, 95. So here we go, George Kranz from 1995, and it's called The Fourth Song. Is that a train I hear coming? If we get vocal Doppler effect, I'll be impressed. Now it feels less like a train and more like interpretive. I'm gonna say jazz, but I'm not sure there's a word for it. The deep bass voice is the funniest one to me. Might even just be like a hump. What can you say other than the fourth song? Down-tempo vocal jazz? That's my best stab at a breakdown. And the tick-tocking by one of the vocal members, like the metronome of the track. I want to know how you perform this, and someone doesn't laugh and like break character. Bringing a synth after all this time. That deep awe at the end of the bar. It sounds like someone over the top in like a soda or like a beer commercial, like. Since I already don't know like what's happening, I have no idea where if there's one. Okay, so right as I'm thinking that, it starts fading. Clever, Mr. Kranz. I feel like the fade is a bit too, steep. Nevertheless, yeah, it felt like right when I was beginning to question, okay, like, is there something else we're waiting for? Because it feels like what we've heard, it's interesting, it's compelling, but maybe, that was about the time, and sure enough, it starts fading. But yeah, it's insane. It's completely insane. There seems to be no genuine lyrics of any kind, so I suppose the fourth song is as good as any other title, if not better. But it still seems just like a bit of fun. Obviously, I think the idea at the start was that it sounded like a train, but then it sort of morphed into something else. And again, it felt like a real, I don't know, like beatnik, down-tempo jazz experience. I could just see people in, the like beatnik sort of outfits and doing like snaps and so on. But like insane though, like taking what like in that context of like, ooh, it's cool, it's hip, it's chic, and so on, then it's like it goes to this insane place. So, nevertheless, like I do not discount the ability and the musicianship that goes into crafting a piece where, again, multiple layers like bass, percussion, melody, they're all provided by voices. Now, again, we heard some other things along the way, eventually a synth that really stood out when it came in. But yeah, to compose a piece where you're working with so many different voices doing things that voices don't typically do, it's really interesting. So yeah, a unique artist, and in the true sense of the word, like one of a kind. So far, I've seen people who beatbox, Rozelle and some others who are very famous for beatboxing. I've seen people who do vocal work that's sort of unlike other people's vocals, but I don't know if I've ever seen anyone who composes these a cappella, or at least mostly a cappella pieces where, they're cheeky, they're a bit silly, but they're also, like really interesting in the way they're put together. So, once again, shout out to Han Solo for bringing this guy to my attention. Do let me know what you think. I will see you next time. Peace.